What I'm going to talk to you about today is referral networks. Now, obviously working in the LA market, having worked in the London market before, they're obviously very big major cities in the world and the more global world that we now sort of find ourselves living in. That means that actually a lot of the clients that we come across, the sort of high net wealth clients who have a property here, also have property in other major cities across the world. Now, the amazing thing actually with having a license in the US is that that license is to your state. You obviously can get every license for every state if you want to. It's a lot of work, and I don't know if that would actually bring you much advantage. But David and I have been talking about getting licensed in a couple of other states, so actually that we have the ability to sell in both areas. Now, something else with the licenses here is you can refer business. So I can't sell something in Florida, however, we did refer a property which is now in escrow for quite a lot of money, which is in Florida, for a 25% referral fee. So you don't actually have to really be doing business within your area or where you're licensed to make money. When you're looking at properties 2 million and up, there's a lot of foreign investment that comes in, a lot of cash buyers that come in and buy a property. So you almost want to have any listing that you have exposed to a sort of global market, making people aware of it wherever they are. Now, one thing that we do for that is we have this, it's actually a global referral network with our brokerage, but they actually produce a fantastic little book for us so that when we're going into the listing presentations, then we can explain the advantage that we're going to have. So when we list their property, it's not just going to be seen in California on Zillow, Trulia, realtor.com. We're actually going to have it sent out across our network to brokers all over the world who will then be aware. If they have any clients who are interested, then they know who to contact. So it's just added exposure for that. Obviously, if you have a buyer, similarly, you can refer them to another an agent in another city. We've done that to New York a few times for a couple of $1 million purchases. Similarly, they'll end up passing things back to you. You agree a 25% referral fee. It's fantastic. Now, this book we have actually had some really good luck with. So this sort of goes through the global stats. You know, there's 156 markets, and we are in 35 states and 16 countries. So that's the exposure your property will get instantly when it's listed with our brokerage. Obviously, we have all the numbers of the brokerages. This actually I think is great because it actually then puts me in the book. I think it can look a little bit generic. Obviously, it's got my contact information on the back, but actually I think this really actually sort of having you actually located in the book with your picture in it gives it that feel of quality that I think a lot of our sellers that we've come across really like. A lot of color, lot of, obviously we're making a big point about the internet, about social media, about interconnectivity of the world and how to do it. But actually for any real estate agent out there or any agent that's going to get into real estate in the future, I'd really advise reaching out, building a network if your broker doesn't already have one, of specific very good agents in different areas across the country, across the world. Obviously I'm from London, so I have some very strong connections there, so I can pass people back to London very easily. I obviously play on that a lot with my suit. So I think if you can find your niche, you know, if you grew up on the East Coast and you moved to the West Coast, having the finger in that local market where you've come from and knowing that little bit of local knowledge, that could actually lead to business.